In 1960, President John F. Kennedy declared that USA would, within the next decade, put a man on the moon and safely bring him back. The mission would require many things that had never been done before. He put all his credibility on the table and got the Congress to fund an extraordinary amount of money. In order to encourage the scientists at NASA, he would often visit them to listen and learn and take stock of the progress. Today's story is about one such visit. This story is probably familiar for many people, but it is surely a great story to have in your story bank. It is an apocryphal story. An apocryphal story is a story that has been shared widely, but whose authenticity has not been completely verified. Hi, welcome back to Stories at Work, a series where I share real stories from across the world that you can use when you want to drive home a business point. Our website, storyworks.in, already has over 100 stories, and we are adding one every week. Let's start today's story. One day in 1962, after the famous 12th September speech at Rice University about the moon mission, JFK decided to visit NASA. As he was walking through the corridors of NASA, the air was electric with ambition. Scientists, engineers, astronauts, each focused on a singular, audacious goal: putting a man on the moon and bringing him back safely to Earth. But then, in the midst of this all, President Kennedy saw a janitor, mop in hand, working away. He stopped and asked the janitor, "What are you doing here?" The response was nothing short of extraordinary. He said, "Mr. President, I'm helping put a man on the moon. Not I'm mopping the floor, not I'm cleaning the hallways, but I'm putting a man on the moon." What a story. I have goosebumps every time I hear or tell that story. That moment wasn't just a powerful anecdote, it was the embodiment of a culture driven by purpose. The janitor understood that his work, however small it seemed, was a crucial piece of something far greater. 7 years later, when Apollo 11 landed on the moon, it wasn't just Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin who succeeded. It was the thousands of people, engineers, scientists, administrators, and yes, janitors, who believed in a mission larger than themselves. Now, let's bring this back to today's corporate world. Research tells us that purpose-driven employees are 3 times more likely to stay engaged at work. Companies with strong, clear missions outperform their competitors by 42%, according to one study. And yet, only 1 in 3 employees say they feel they are connected with their organization's purpose. So here's the question. Does everyone in your company, every team member, from executive to frontline staff, see themselves as part of something bigger? Leadership isn't just about setting goals. It's about making sure every single person understands their role in achieving those goals. It's about creating a culture where even the smallest task contributes to the grand vision. Because when people don't just work for a paycheck but for a purpose, that is when you reach the moon. One of the critical things is about how you share and explain your purpose, and storytelling can be a very powerful tool for that. I hope you enjoyed that story, and if you did, there are over 100 more on our website, storyworks.in. See you next week. Bye for now.